Supporters of the current executive of the York Federation of Students staged a protest outside of a press conference held by the organizers of the Drop YFS campaign. The protest occurred after Drop YFS organizers could no longer allow people inside their room due to fire code regulations. The protesters accused Drop YFS organizers from barring the YFS and their supporters from entering the meeting.
When they came to our board meeting 2 weeks ago, we let everybody in. But when these students who just came here to see what was going on and to have their voices heard, they were told they couldn't come in. That seems hypocritical to me.
We invited everyone. It was a public meeting. Unfortunately, our fire capacity was 30. At 40, we had to cut it off. Some members refused to do that, and the doors were left open, and we proceeded to begin with the meeting and the press conference, and at that point, people began chanting outside and protesting not being allowed in, where the Student Center did not let us have more people in due to fire rules.
Drop YFS held the press conference in order to announce that they had received the required 5,000 signatures to impeach the current YFS executive for what they say is the student union's misrepresentation of students during the strike. However, Saravanamutu says the group may have ulterior motives, an allegation that Furman denies.
At that board meeting, members of Hezbollah Fellowship, members of Halal, members of the Zionist Coalition at York University told us, they warned us outside of that meeting that if this motion gets passed, we will be impeached. This is exactly a result. What we're seeing in the last 2 weeks is a result of our motion on Gaza. There's no question about that.
The plans to have them recalled to an election was made in December. This has been in the works for a couple months now, and it's a ridiculous accusation.
Police were called as the protesters crowded the 3rd and 4th floors of the Student Center and tried to storm the Hillel at York office, to which many of the Drop YFS organizers had retreated.
Fill out a complaint form now.
And what's going to happen? They're probably already saying there's nothing we can do, call the police. Last time I filed a
Complaint?
complaint.
Police are telling us there's nothing we can do, call the university. So this leaves us in a wonderful position.
Okay.
Everybody should leave now. We're not safe here.
The situation eventually calmed down as police escorted the protesters away from the scene. It is now up to Casey Chu Chong, the chief returning officer, to review the legitimacy of the signatures on the petition and decide whether the 5 current members of the YFS executive will be impeached. David Ross, Excalibur, York University.